Hey everyone, how are you? It's me, Nicole, over at darngoodyarn.com, and today is the 18th of October, and it's our behind the scenes at Darn Good Yarn today. So, a couple things. I have a business tip for you. I have a selfless or shameless plug, and I have an oldie but a goodie free pattern I wanted to show you. So, what should we start with first? I guess I'm going to plug myself first. So, I entered this grant competition with FedEx, and yeah, like FedEx, like UPS, FedEx sort of thing. I started using them a couple months ago, and they've really taken over all of my shipping. I have an amazing account manager, Scott New. Holler at Scott because he's my homeboy. Totally hooking me up. I have like everything going on with him. So I entered the small business competition, and the voting went live last night for my business. The winner, there's about 1,000 businesses, maybe a little bit more than 1,000 at this point, businesses that have entered. That the winner will get a $25,000 grant for their business to infuse in, and they can use it how they need to. I mean, for me, with $25,000, it would be amazing. I could probably employ about another 75 women in India with that money, like on a continual basis. It's not just like a one shot and done. It's going to help me just expand the business to keep them on the books over there. And what I need is your help. Go visit my website, darngoodyarn.com, and right at the top there's a banner, and there's a little, you'll see it says vote now, exclamation point. Click that. Vote for Darn Good Yarn. You can vote once a day from now until the 24th of November. And I'm going to keep plugging this because I'm trying to get to 10,000 votes, and I really think that we can all do this. I have less than 100 votes right now. I just started late last night, but I need your help. So it would just be so cool if you could share it with your friends. I'm really trying to change the world right now. I sent my assistant to business camp. I paid for scholarships in India. I've helped my friend who is diagnosed with really severe breast cancer. I've helped her, and now I'm asking for like you guys to help me a little bit because this would be really incredible. Darn Good Yarn, I've tried to make it not only just a fun business for yarn, but really as a tool to help other people. And with this infusion of money, it would just really help me help others so much more. So if you can spread it along or tweet about it or do whatever you need to do, I'd really, really, really appreciate it. And so there's my thanks for that. So FedEx, vote for me with the grant thing. So let's see what else. I'm going to bring back an oldie but a goodie. It's sort of a chilly day today, and my mother-in-law had made this really great purse last year. I have it up on the site at darngoodyarn.com. If you don't know, I have tons of free patterns there. So if you go visit the site, it says online store, and then it has like the next link over. There's a little arrow and it says free patterns. Go click on that. I have them sorted out by funky fibers, crochet, knitting, arts and crafts, you name it, it's there. And if you have a project suggestion, go ahead and email it to either me or Jen at darngoodyarn.com. But this pattern is called the Around the World Purse, and it's made from reclaimed sari ribbon. And right now I don't have any Around the World ribbon in, but the thing that replaced it is my ribbon called At the Bahamas. So it's pretty much the same thing. There's sometimes I have a difficult time sourcing certain ribbons and stuff like that. So I just have to get them replaced and made at another place in India. Not a big deal. So this is it. It's really a beautiful purse, and I have great pictures of it up on the website. But I just wanted to show it to you in video because sometimes you can see, really what's going on with it. The cool thing with this purse is that my mother-in-law upcycled a leather strap with, one of these little clippies on the side. And she didn't even make loops on the edges. She just used some of her stitches from her knitted piece, and it just attached this on with that kind of clip. If you don't have something like this, you can always, of course, sew it and reinforce it that way. But this is just really a nice, quick, and easy way. And that's the beautiful thing with silk. It's so strong once you get it going. Now, this is the actual body of this. It's not a working, this is just a flap. So this button here is just for show. And so you have this little flap here, and then what she did is she also lined it with a nice light fabric. You should always use light fabrics when you line, because then it's easier to see. If you use a really dark fabric, you can be like, where is my compact? Or my lipstick? Or my cell phone? But there you go. So it's really adorable, adorable bag. And this one, the way this is written, this is large enough. Oh, I hope I'm still there. There we go. You know, this computer is going to just be the end of me. All right, we're still filming. Cool. You know, I checked it this time. My screensaver is set for 80 minutes, so I don't know why it did that. But anywho, so some of you will notice if this is your first video with me, you will notice that the past like 6 videos of mine, my screensaver goes off in the middle of it, and then it like disrupts my video, and I only like to do one take. So anyway, back to this. So this flap, all this was made with, I think it was just 3 hanks of At the Bahamas. The free pattern's up on the site, and you should be all set to go with that. And it's just really adorable. But I am able to fit, like, I have an iPad, and it's large enough that I can fit this in there. That's what I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted by my screensaver. Okay, business tip of the day. This is going to be, I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. So, and it's not even business tip, because a lot of these things are like really for your life as well, I feel. But here we go. So I was just recently talking to a friend. She has a small business, and I know that I'm a little bit of a control freak. So it's like confession time. But you know, the one thing that's helped me grow my business is realizing not only when to say no, but I have to say when I need to ask for help. Like just in the start of this video, I asked for all of you to vote for my business. And sometimes you need to know when you need to ask for help and when you need to get stuff off your plate, because sometimes there are certain tasks that take over your life, and then you become ineffective at what you're really, your core competencies, what you're supposed to be really good at. Sure, you can do all these other things. Like, I know I'm fabulous at doing everything. Not that I have a problem with my ego, but I'm great at doing everything. And that gets in I get in the way of myself. And I know we've all heard that, but I'm finally just grasping that, because it's like, you know, there's only so many hours you can work in a day. And you have to, if someone is saying, you know, I can help you do something effectively and do it well and do it to your standards, you know, you might want to start thinking about, you know, spreading the love. If you run a home-based business and your responsibility is to not only run the business, but to cook and to clean and to do all this other stuff, you got to have a come to Jesus meeting with your family and say, you know what, I can do all these other things, but the thing that you all can't do is run my business. So we need I need to have you all do this. And you have to sometimes be the CEO of your house and the CEO of your life. Do you think Bill Gates is on an assembly line soldering every piece of motherboard that goes, you know, into a computer or whatever? Well, I guess that wouldn't be true because he's doing software, but you know what I mean, like putting the CDs in the case and sending them off to Best Buy. It's not happening. So that's, I guess, what I'm trying to tell you. He's able to then delegate things so he can make really high level decisions. And I mean, I know for me, for delegating certain tasks to like my assistants and all this sort of stuff, that I'm able to do these videos for you. And that helps me grow my brand. That gives you some really good information. And it gives them a job as well, and it gives them ownership of part of what you're doing. And don't look at it as being a weakness. Look at it as being probably one of the best things, the best leaders I've ever studied. Their biggest thing was learning how to delegate. And that's what I would kind of tell you to do. Take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, write down in your notebook, you know, what are my core competencies? What are things that only I can do? And then write down a list of everything you do. And then see what you can get off your plate. And you'll be surprised, because, you know, it's okay to have some time for yourself, or it's okay to delegate to other people. You know, I grew up in a house where we had a family business, and we outsource things. We outsource things like, you know, helping, for example, you know, we had someone come in every other week to, you know, do a really big cleaning of the house and stuff like that when, like, I was a really little girl. But that's what needed to be done, because there were other things like spending family time together that were really more important in the grand scheme of things. You know, if we didn't have that, if we spent the weekends at home cleaning and not spending time together as a family, I might not be who I am today. So you have to like look at the really big picture, that it might be at some cost, but it's a cost that might be worth it to you for growth over the future. So that's it, everyone. I hope that kind of helps. it's really take that time for yourself and do that though. You should, take it and invest in yourself and make a list of things that you can do and then things that you can delegate out and see what you can get off your plate. And I hope that frees up some of your time so you can watch some more videos. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. I just love seeing the subscriptions. Go ahead, like my page over at facebook.com/DGYarn. And don't forget, please, please, please vote for me once a day, every day until November 24th at the FedEx grant competition. Find the link right on my site on the top at darngoodyarn.com. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.